From the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass, this is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Today it's the Lawrence Academy Spartans hosting the St. Sebastian's Arrows in the second of two meetings between the two teams this season. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story. St. Sebastian's has brought the student section out in force today, as you can probably hear, and they have reason to be confident as they defeated Lawrence Academy, handing them their first loss of the season a couple weeks ago, 9-2 over at Sebastian's. It was the biggest loss for the Spartans this season, and Sebastian's has handed the Spartans their biggest loss in each of the last two seasons. As here's a chance for the Arrows, and the save is made by Ian Grafe, and the Arrows will get a face-off in the right wing circle. But Lawrence Academy comes into play with the fewest losses of all NEPSAC hockey teams, NEPSAC boys hockey teams, but they are 1-2 in their last three games against teams with winning records. Awkward pass now, maybe a 4-on-1, but it's played right back to the defenseman James Davenport. Now maybe a counterattack, but the play is offside for St. Sebastian's. Oh, that would have been an easy 4-on-1 for the Spartans after that lazy blue line pass, but Davenport was right there for it. Face-off in the neutral zone. Face-off will be won by the Arrows, played forward. Now coming in on the right side, David Sacco takes a shot blocked before it gets, oh my goodness! The rebound trickled in, and David Sacco makes it 1-0 Spartans. Not phased are the Arrows student section. LA looking for revenge. I was reading Neutral Zone over the weekend about is the 16-2-5 record for the Spartans a little misleading? Like, how have they fared? They have a relatively weak RPI, and that could prevent them from getting a #1 seed in the NEPSAC tournament when it starts next Wednesday. Sebastian's coming into play at 22-4. They've won 11 in a row. Their last loss was January 12th against Tabor. They haven't lost in over a month. Here's a shot that's over the crossbar. And like I said, their last loss was against Tabor. That was a 6-3 decision against the Seawolves. And guess what? Lawrence Academy's last game, senior night, Saturday, which we'll have here on LSP. Senior day, I should say, it's going to be a 1 o'clock puck drop. That's against Tabor. So you've got the team that's beaten you the worst this season, and the team that beat that team, the team that was the last team to beat the team that beat you the worst this year. So it's going to be an interesting test for the last two games for LA before the tournament starts on Wednesday. I'm pretty sure they're pretty much assured of a home game in the first round. The question is, will they get a top 2 seed, and can they preserve home ice advantage through the quarterfinals and semifinals before the neutral site championship round? Shot is saved by St. Sebastian's goalie Luke Garrity. Played up the right side for Liam Connors. Connors weaving into the slot, gets undressed. Sebastian's fans wanted a penalty. They're not going to get it. It's played back to Tom Messinio. Messinio tries to enter on the right side, broken up at the blue line, played back forward by Davenport, and it's played back to the LA defensive line, where it'll be Braden Doyle. Doyle steers into the middle, has kind of an awkward pass, but goes off the side boards. Chance for Tyler Young, takes the shot, save by Garrity. 14:53 to go in the first period. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email slash advertising, I should say, or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Big hit in the near left corner, played below the goal line, around the end boards to Will Elias. Elias up the left side. Here come the arrows. 3 men entering on the left side, delay, and the shot is broken up before it can get to Grafe. Out to the blue line, and who's going to get it for St. Sebastian? It's going to be Tom Lyons. Lyons tries to play it out to the left point, intercepted. Spartans will look for the diagonal outlet pass. Here it is on the left side. Tyler Young takes the shot. The rebound, swing and a miss on the rebound in the low slot. Back the other way on a 3-on-3 for the Arrows. Weaving into the slot, trying to get a shot off. It's broken up off the stick of Lyons. Around the end boards, out to the right point. Ryan McDermott played back in below the goal line. Spartans have it. Turnover in the low slot. Blocked before it gets to Grafe. Oh, what a dangerous turnover there for the Spartans. Now entering on the left side, Oliphant, the kick save by Garrity. And back the other way come the Arrows. On the right side, it's Cam Collins. Tries to get it into the crease. Goes through the goal mouth to the opposite side. Now one-timer in the slot, wide left and around the end boards. Out to the right point, hops out of the zone. McDermott gloves it down, plays it back in. St. Sebastian's tags up. Diagonal pass, turned over to Collins, but turned right back over to the right side. Colangelo through the goal mouth. Just sticking out his stick there was Garrity. Out to the blue line. Flicked there by Collins. Fresh legs on the ice for the Spartans, but unable to keep possession. Was James Broderick. Up the right side. Back to the Sebastian's blue line for Davenport. Back to Davenport. Threads the needle to the left side. Weaving up the left side. Trying to go to the left wing circle. Getting some reactions from his schoolmates is Jack Hughes, but nothing doing there. All for naught. Now on the right side, it's Liam Connors. Connors plays it around the end boards. Waiting for it is Colangelo. Colangelo is trying to chip it back towards the goal line, I think. Out to the left point, and Messinio. And comes out to center ice, where it'll be Messinio. Up the right side. Hughes. A lot of traffic. Trickles in dangerously towards Grafe, but it's taken away by the Spartans. 1-0 our score. The goal by David Sacco on the rebound is the difference in this game. Now up the left side, Riley Duran. Duran forced back towards the boards from the left circle. Shot from the blue line, blocked and tipped aside before it gets to Garrity. Comes back below the goal line, chasing it down is Young for LA. Tries to play it ahead to Sacco. Sacco will chase it down below the goal line. Young can't catch up to it. Diagonal pass out for Connor Joyce. Joyce that gives up the shot. Stick save by Grafe. Comes out to center ice. Played forward by Devlin, and the play is offside with 11:06 to go in the first period. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face-off will be at center ice, and the face-off will be won by the Arrows. Up the right side, but intercepted by Doyle. Doyle goes on the diagonal to Oliphant. Oliphant tries to connect with Riggins. Riggins has to chase it down below the goal line. He has it, tries to get it in front of the low slot. The return shot by Lovett is blocked, goes to the far left corner. Oliphant's there, gets ridden into the board so he can't catch up to the puck. Kept it at the blue line by Doyle, tries to redirect it in, and it's gloved down by McDermott. McDermott plays it up the left side. Oliphant intercepts at the blue line, lofts it back in. LA goes out for a change. Up the right side comes Messineo. Messineo, misses wide left. Played back in deep. And who's going to come away with it? Kyle Fury's there. Now it's up the right side to Connor Sweeney. Played back towards the St. Sebastian's end, no icing. Played back up the near side boards. Below the goal line for Davenport. Davenport ready to break out. Goes to his left. Up the left side, turnover, but unable to catch up to the puck initially was Bastian. Bastian's there, tries to get it in front for Sweeney, and Sweeney missed it wide left. Play is offside, so LA has to tag up. And it'll be collected by Davenport. Davenport ahead to Lyons. Lyons gets his stick lifted, forced to the near right corner. Tries to play it out to the right point. Instead tries to go into the slot and goes past everyone. And Jaden Strubble has to play it at center ice. A lot of contact in the neutral zone. Played back into the LA end. Around the end boards for Riley Duran. Duran tries to hammer it up the left side, and it's out of the reach of Struble. Now entering the zone up the middle, and a lot of traffic there. Too many LA sticks. Plays it back out to the neutral zone. Sacco wants it. He plays it back to Young. Young tries to get it into the slot for either Sacco or Duran, but nobody there. Backhand pass up the right side, flicked in by Elias. Back around the end boards, Elias waits for it. At the right point, takes the shot, and the save by Gray with 8:37 to go. NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info. Log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with the newly renovated Stone Athletic Center. Fired back into the zone from center ice, down to a knee and up the left side for Riggins as that ricochets off the top of the glass and into the protective netting. Connor Lovett to take the face-off in the neutral zone against Liam Garman. Lovett wins it back to his defenseman. Doyle up the right side. Riggins tried to redirect it into the zone. Back to Elias. Elias on the diagonal, but it's intercepted there. Back to Doyle. Doyle being forced backwards. Good forecheck by Hughes. Flicked in with one hand by Bastian, trying to weave in, loses the handle. And now let's see if St. Sebastian can counterattack. Up the left side, a little too strong. Swipe back into the zone by Connors. Sebastian's going out for a change. Up the left side, tossed off the sideboards through the wickets of McDermott. Played back to below the goal line. Blowing a tire is James Davenport. But Davenport gets back up on his feet quickly. And Sebastian does not get burned for that miscue. Up the near side, back to the LA blue line where there's Drew Bavaro. Bavaro finds Colangelo, who hammers it in from the left side at the blue line. Trying to escape is Declan McGuire. Plays it up the left side. Kyle Fury's there. Fury in a wrestling match. Played all the way back to the Seb's blue line. Strubel's there. Strubel plays it ahead, and it comes in on Grafe for a face-off with 6:58 to go in the first period. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. And remember, once we hit 200 subscribers on the LSP YouTube channel, one lucky subscriber is going to win the LSP t-shirt of their choice. 3-on-3 the other way for LA. The pass is out of the reach of Duran. Gets whacked against the far left corner boards. Trying to get it out in front is Sacco. And up the left side, firing it in from just outside the blue line is Struble. That goes over the head of Grafe. Now a chance from a tough angle. Grafe makes the initial save, and Grafe covers up. Well, at least we thought he did, but then the puck went flying away, and the St. Sebastian fans not happy with the early whistle with 6:24 to go. Right wing circle face-off. It'll be Lions to take it for St. Sebastian's. And it'll be won by the Spartans as they try to play it out of the zone, but a turnover. Shot from the left wing circle goes over the crossbar. May have been deflected by Grafe, not sure from this angle. Now, chance of the slot, too much traffic there as Devlin tries to get the shot off. Now out to the left point, over to the right point. There is Tim DeLay. DeLay misses wide left around the end boards. The beat LA chance, appropriate enough for the Sebastian's fans, although LA doesn't have the interlocking LA on their jerseys anymore. This hops out of the zone. Elias has to play it back in from the right side. Sebastian's will go out for a change. Up the left side, Riggins tosses it off the sideboards below the goal line, knocked down by Garrity, and it's played over to Davenport. Davenport on the diagonal, nearly a turnover, but getting it back quickly is Hughes. Hughes tries to get it up the middle, but it's broken up. Back the other way come the Spartans. Bastian, and the play is offside with 5:24 to go. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast, or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the LSP hoodie and the Never Concede collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. Face-off won by Sebastian's. Davenport gets it into the zone. Grafe knocks it down. Pass fanned on by the Spartans. Chance in the low slot, comes out to the left point, and Messinio. Looks like there's a penalty. Well, the linesman has his arm up, and the play is offside on St. Sebastian's. So that'll bring the face-off to the neutral zone with 5 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first period. Our lone goal coming by David Sacco on a sneaky rebound. Face-off in the neutral zone. Played back into the zone by St. Sebastian's after another face-off win. Sebastian's dominating the face-off dot right now. Now a turnover at the blue line, but it's taken back rather quickly by Colangelo, and a 1-on-3 tries to weave in. Great individual effort, but just too much defense around him. Comes out to the left point, taken away. Young, the save by Garrity. Loose puck on the low post, out to the left point, and played back in. Colangelo's there, and it's taken away by Liam Connors. Connors up the left side for Hughes, and we have a whistle, and a cross-checking penalty is going to be called on Sam Colangelo, and we have our first power play of the game as St. Sebastian's will go to the power play at 13:36 of the first period. Two minutes for cross-checking on Sam Colangelo. Face-off in the left wing circle. LA wins it, and they immediately rifle it 200 feet just wide left of Garrity. Garrity carries the puck and drops it off for Struble. Struble goes to the right side. Backhanded back to Struble. Entering the zone up the middle. Now walking in for the left wing circle. The shot, a save by Grafe. And it goes around the end boards and back to Garrity. Up the left side, tossed in by Lions. On the right side, it's Struble. Struble goes to the right wing. Pad save by Grafe. Back out to Struble at the right point for the one-timer from the left point that misses wide left by Davenport. Davenport will cycle in. Now to the right wing circle. Chance in the low slot, and it looks like the puck is out of play. 3:22 to go here in the first period. 59 seconds left on the power play. LSP's next broadcast is Saturday afternoon at 12:55 p.m. when the Lawrence Academy Spartans host their senior day against the Tabor Seawolves in NEPSAC boys hockey action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live and stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. And Grafe snaps this one up off the ice with 49 seconds left on the power play and 3:13 left in the period. Left wing circle face-off. It will be Hughes to take it against his number 4 counterpart Duran. Remember, Colangelo in the box for 2 minutes for cross-checking. Face-off is won by the Spartans. They try to play it out of the zone, and they do. And Duran in a 2-on-2 the other way. Duran delays the shot, the save by Garrity. So LA gets their first shorthanded opportunity of the game, and Garrity passes that test. Right wing circle face-off in the defensive zone for St. Sebastian's. 40 seconds left on the power play, 3:04 left in the period. Right wing circle face-off, Sacco to take it against Hughes. And the face-off will be won by the Spartans, but it's played over to Joyce. Joyce drops it off to the left side. Hughes. A whole lot going on the breakout here for Sebastian's. Outlet pass for Sacco. He'll fan on it. Played back to the Arrow's end. Up the right side. Played forward by Elias. And flicked back towards the Arrow's end. 5 seconds left on the power play. Sacco has it. Can he delay enough to get it back in the zone? He does. Penalty time is up. Even strength. A lot of bumping and grinding at the left point, and now here's Hughes. Hughes drops it off. The shot for the left wing circle, saved by Grafe. Out to the left point, but a turnover. Pass into the middle for Doyle, taps it in. Oh, it's offside. Or did was it offside, or did the referee just call a penalty? He had his arm up. The referee had his arm up, not the linesman, but okay, it is going to be offside. 1:58 to go in the period. Neutral zone face-off just outside the Sebastian's blue line. Face-off won by the Spartans. Tossed off the sideboards, out of the reach of McDermott. Knocked down there by Garrity below the goal line. Back over to McDermott. McDermott under duress from Lovett. Lovett forces a turnover for a shot that misses wide left. Lovett in the middle of it in the near left corner. And carried out of the zone by Brendan Gorman. Gorman gives it up into the slot. The shot saved by Grafe. Gorman tried to feed his brother Liam Gorman for the equalizer, but Grafe shuts the door with 1:29 to go in the period. There are a lot of Liams on this St. Sebastian's team. There are four boys named Liam on the St. Sebastian's roster. My sister was born at Peak Caitlin, as Grafe covers this one up. And now we have a whistle and a hooking call. My sister was born at Peak Caitlin in 1980. And I was born at Peak Sam in 1987. My parents were really on the pulse of that trend, huh? Those trends. We got a hooking penalty on Riley Duran. And the puck trickles out of the zone. So St. Sebastian has to tag up, played up the right side. Entering the zone onside is Struble. Struble tries to drop it off for a teammate. Too much traffic there. Pass broken up. And bring it the other way, and forcing it into the zone is Lovett. Not Lovett, Young. If St. Sebastian doesn't score in the next 53 seconds, there will be some carryover time into the second period on this power play. Grafe has to get back into position quickly, but LA takes it away. Backhanded to Sacco, bidding for his second, and it's sticked aside by Garrity. On the right side, pass into the slot, and Grafe snaps it off the ice with 29.4 seconds to go in the period and 1:04 left on the power play for St. Sebastian's. This is the second power play of the game, 0 for 1 thus far. 22-4 are the Arrows, 16-2-6 are LA. They're technically 17-2-6 after the forfeit by Milton Academy on Monday. That game was canceled as this is rifled 200 feet back to Garrity. Garrity knocks it down. 16 seconds left in the period, played around the end boards. Let's see if the Arrows can get one last gasp, and no icing, but it's played around the end boards back 200 feet, and that'll do it for the first period. So it felt like St. Sebastian's had the majority of the chances, but Lawrence Academy leading in the only stat that matters, the score. 1-0 Spartans over the Arrows. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the second period from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. This is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the second period. Fix that. Welcome back to the second period of NEPSAC boys hockey on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Score entering the second period, Lawrence Academy 1, St. Sebastian's nothing. The lone goal in the first period coming on a rebound by David Sacco. And phenomenal goaltending by Ian Grafe of Lawrence Academy, which has been necessary because it's really been Sebastian's with the bulk of the offensive chances. Grafe has been phenomenal through one full power penalty kill and a little more than half another. It's been a great penalty kill for Lawrence Academy, but they still got to kill off 34 seconds of penalty time here to begin the second period with the hooking call on Riley Duran. Lawrence Academy in the navy blue jerseys as usual, and St. Sebastian's in the white. And let's see what the second period has in store for us as Lawrence Academy tries to avenge the Lawrence Academy tries to avenge the 9-2 drubbing they took a couple weeks ago at St. Sebastian's, as this is flicked 200 feet, 14 seconds left on the power play. Pass deflected at the blue line, and it'll be thrown in from on the diagonal from just outside the blue line, and 0 for 2 on the power play are the Arrows. Battle along the left point, comes back to the blue line. There is Matt Connor. He flicks it in. Connor a little slow to get off the ice after taking a little bit of a hit there after delivering that outlet pass. There is Ridge Hubbard. Hubbard turns it over, a dangerous shot from just outside the blue line, trickles wide left. Drew Bavaro, the Florida man, and the Bentley commit. Plays it up the left side for Tyler Young. Young throws his shot right into the feet of Gorman. Goes on the diagonal, back to Garrity. Hubbard waiting for it at center ice. LA has to tag up. Turnover in the left wing circle, the return shot saved by Garrity. LA still with possession. Out to the left point and hops off Bavaro's stick. LA has to tag up, thrown in from center ice by Bavaro. He'll go off for a change, as will a number of the Spartans. Hubbard waiting for it at center ice and trickles out of the zone, but Riggins is there to cut it off and throw it back in quickly. More changes for LA. Reversing direction is Struble. Backhanded out of the zone by Hughes. And taken over by Kyle Fury. Fury throws it into the protective netting. And that's going to bring the face-off into the offensive zone for the Arrows. So a miscue there by Fury. And now it'll be delay to take the face-off against Lovett in the left wing circle of the LA zone. Who's going to come up with this one? It's going to be the Arrows. Backhanded in deep. Doyle's there, but cutting him off is Messinio. Excuse me, that was J.P. Milbury. Davenport around the end boards, thrown out of the zone, and this is going to be icing on the Arrows. 15:25 to go in the first period. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Right wing circle face-off. It'll be Colangelo to take it for LA as they get their top line out there with the icing. Oh man, that's great. Cut off every time we touch on the loudspeaker. And then the St. Sebastian student section filled it in. Packed house here at the Grant Rink. Back, and it'll be carried along the blue line, backhanded back in by Sweeney. There for it is McDermott. McDermott plays it around the end boards. Stretch pass, thrown in from the blue line. There for it is Brendan Gorman, plays it around the end boards, intercepting it is Connor. Connor plays it up the near side. Diagonal back to Bavaro. Bavaro gets tied up. Comes back to the LA end, now to center ice, and now back to the LA end for Connor. Connor's initial pass is deflected, he gets it back. And now it's Bavaro ahead for Sweeney. That was just kind of a wasted shift there for LA. The passing was not very crisp. Play is onside here for St. Sebastian's. Taken away by Doyle. Doyle with speed. Weaving through the slot to the left wing circle, the shot sticked aside by Garrity. Back out to Doyle at the left point, walking the blue line, top of the slot, takes the shot. This is wide right to the near right corner. And now the arrow's carried out of the zone. Diagonal trickles off the skates of Doyle and nearly in on Grafe. He made the stop though, and now here comes Duran. Duran on the left side to Young. Someone's missing a stick. Pass into the slot. Backhanded out to the top of the slot for the equalizer by Jaden Struble. We are tied at 1. Out to the right point, the shot was saved by Grafe as Davenport wanted to quickly make it 2-1 in favor of the Arrows. Right wing circle face-off. It'll be Bastian against Lyons. Played around the end boards. Colangelo, the team leader in goals and points, plays it forward. Knocked down by Garrity around the end boards. And now Arrows on the counterattack. Connor stands up his man. Pass in front, deflected aside by Grafe. Doyle plays it around the end boards. Carried up the right side. Colangelo tries to swim in. He gets sealed off the puck, and Garrity will play it forward. Now a chance in the slot broken up, and the stretch pass intercepted by Colangelo. Colangelo wraps around, gets smashed by 2 Sebastian's defenders, played around the end boards. Big hit along the near side boards, a little retaliation there by Colangelo, Sacco rather. And now Young wants to get it out of the zone, and he does, at least temporarily, but the Arrows back on the attack. Young tries to get it back, trying to win it away from delay. He gets smashed, and now we got a whistle, and Young is down, and this is going to be a cross-checking penalty. Liam Devlin can't believe it, but the Spartans are going to the power play. Spartans go to the power play with 11:41 to go in the second period. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face-off won by the Arrows, played around the end boards, but kept in at the blue line by Doyle. No offside. Now a good break up, and now maybe a chance one-on-one for Liam. Gorman takes the shot from a tough angle, misses over the net. Back the other way. This is not icing, as it was Gorman's play. Comes around the end boards. Bavaro's waiting for it, and it hops off Bavaro's stick. Played back into the zone. LA tags up. Looking for the outlet. Are the Arrows to clear it 200 feet? They do. Off the far left corner boards. Doyle, 40 seconds gone by on the power play. We are tied at 1. Jaden Struble with the goal for St. Sebastian's this period. They thread the needle to Colangelo. Colangelo ahead to Young, and no call. Bavaro's got it at the blue line, walks in, the shot, sticked aside by Garrity, and lifted out of the zone by the Arrows. Back to play it is Grafe. Grafe settles it down for Bavaro. Bavaro plays it over to Doyle. Doyle putting on the brakes with the forecheck. Now goes to the right side, and Colangelo. Colangelo enters the zone onside, takes the shot. Loose puck, and the rebound is covered up by Garrity with 39 seconds left on the power play and 10:19 left in the second period. Right wing circle face off, and there's a little bit of administration here by the referees as they want Connor off the ice. Face off in the right wing circle. Sweeney. Referee taking a while. Face off won by the Spartans, kept in at the blue line. Over to Lovett. Now the shot, a rebound, they score! It's gonna be Ethan Bastian giving the Spartans the lead back on the rebound. Power play goal comes at 7:48 of the second period. And we are back to where we started this period at 2-1. 1 goal lead for the Spartans. They win the ensuing faceoff, played up the right side. Colangelo gets stood up, trying to play it forward. Fury taps it ahead. Back for it is Struble. Lone goal scorer for Sebastians. Off the side boards, having a hard time handling it is Brendan Dumas. Dumas along the blue line to Struble. Off the side boards, nobody was there for St. Sebastian's. Played back to the blue line. Arrows trying to set up for the equalizer. Shot is blocked and comes out of the zone. To the right side, and Collins. Collins plays it in deep. Bavaro's there. Bavaro reverses direction for Fury. Fury up the left side to Sweeney. Now Collins. Collins getting ridden into the boards by Fury. Lifted out of the zone, and it hits the ventilation pipe. Boy, just some sloppy clearances by Lawrence Academy. Face off in the right wing circle. It'll be Sacco to take it against DeLay. Sacco wins it over to Doyle. Doyle up the right side to Duran. Young. Play is offside. Face-off will be in the neutral zone with 9:09 to go in the period. Face-off won by the Spartans. Doing a better job on the face-off dots this period. Below the goal line, it's McDermott. McDermott around the end boards. Out of the zone come the arrows, but a good poke check by Doyle breaks up that momentum. Now Duran on the right side takes the shot over the head and over the glove of Garrity. Duran laying a big hit along the near side boards on the right corner. A diagonal pass off a skate. Play is onside, but St. Sebastian is going to use this time to, and we have a broken stick as Connor's stick snapped in two while he was trying to deliver an outlet pass. Now let's see if the arrows can make him pay. Tapped out of the zone. And this will be icing. 8:08 to go. NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with the newly renovated Stone Athletic Center. Sacco against Lions for this face-off. Joyce and Devlin on his wings. Face-off one over to Sweeney. Puck trickles in on Grafe unexpectedly, and he covers up with 7:59 to go. So Lovett against Lions, won by Lions out to the left point, played around the end boards. There for it is Devlin out to the right point. Shot is blocked, goes all the way back to center ice. Arrows making sure they're onside, but they're stood up as they try to enter. Lovett on the right side, plays it in. Is that no goal? Lawrence Academy was celebrating. Riggins pleading his case. They say the net came off its mooring before the goal. And I mean, even if that did go in, I have a feeling goaltender interference could have easily been called, but the only consolation LA will get out of this one is that they're not going to be shorthanded for the third time. Face-off will come out to the neutral zone. Sebastian to take it for LA, and now Riggins being sent off. It doesn't look like he's been ejected. He was just told to come off the ice. Sweeney plays it into the zone, below the goal line, around the end boards by Elias. Off the sideboards, Bavaro's waiting for it at this red line. Played back to Elias. Elias again around the end boards, trying to connect with Hughes. Gorman. Fanning on that one is Hughes, but LA doesn't get an opportunity out of it, and St. Sebastian's entering the zone. Now the stretch pass out of the reach of Bastian, and this is going to be icing on the Spartans with 6:49 to go. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring. LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. And remember, once we hit 200 YouTube subscribers, one lucky subscriber is going to win the LSP t-shirt of his or her, their choice, and that'll be a save by Ian Grafe. 6:46 to go. 2-1 our score. Goals in this period by Jaden Struble for St. Sebastian's and Ethan Bastian for Lawrence Academy. Again, Lawrence Academy trying to avenge a 9-2 loss to the Arrows from a couple of weeks ago in Needham. Duran enters the zone, dangles to the left side, tries to backhand it in on Garrity. McDermott gives his man a ride into the boards. Played back below the goal line. McDermott goes down to a knee. Now a one-timer kick save on the shot from the high slot. Garrity with the denial. Now a chance here for the Arrows, but the backhand pass trying to connect with Dumas goes a little too far wide. Now here is Duran. No high stick somehow. And we have a whistle. Looks like we're having another penalty on the Spartans. Face off in the left wing circle. Won by the Arrows, but it trickles out of the zone as it was directly between Struble and Davenport. Davenport plays it in. David Sacco goes to the box, out to the right point. Now back over to Davenport to the right wing and Lyons. Lyons plays it back below the goal line, back out to Lyons. Trying to one-time it in the right wing circle. Fanning on it was Liam Connors, and it comes all the way back to the St. Sebastian's blue line. Now weaving in, and Struble bidding for his second, but the play is offside with 5:10 to go. Toaster Struble is what the St. Sebastian student section is cheering. Face-off won by the Arrows. Up the right side. Good job by Doyle to break up the entry and flick it back towards the St. Sebastian's end. 1:08 to go on the power play. Threading the needle for Gorman. Gorman trying to wrap around. Goes out to the left point. Struble over the crossbar, hops up on the right post, and it trickles all the way back to the St. Sebastian's end. Colangelo bidding for a shorty, gets the puck, the one-timer, he scores! Connor Sweeney, and it is 3-1. Sam Colangelo wanted that from the very beginning. And lucky for him, the trailer, Connor Sweeney, was wide open for the one-timer from the slot, and he roofs it to make it 3-1 Spartans with 4:28 to go in the second period. Still 21 seconds left of power play time. Kept in at the blue line. The D-to-D pass off target. Hughes has it. Hughes loses it back out to the right point. Pass on the blue line is a little too far out of the reach of Messinio. Goes below the goal line. 6 seconds left for a power play for St. Sebastian's. They wanted to get it in front for Joyce. Penalty time is up. Spartans 3 for 3 on the penalty kill. Taken away. Here is Connor. Connor gets tangled up with Joyce. No call. 1-on-0. The shot saved by Grave. He seals the door shut on the rebound. The loose puck in the crease on the left post and swept out of the zone. No icing. Oh, what a stop by Ian Grave, denying Jack Hughes. Back the other way come the Arrows. Don't need to be in desperation mode now. Struble tried to get it in front. Pass into the mid slot, broken up. Now Doyle has numbers. Takes the shot. Save. Rebound. They score! Hold Oliphant! 4-1. It is starting to unravel for St. Sebastian's. Just like it unraveled for LA a couple weeks ago in Needham. Big hit late in open ice by Lovett. Lovett taps this one over to Hubbard. Hubbard up the right side for Oliphant, flicks it in from the red line. No icing, says the official. Garrity still between the pipes for St. Sebastian's. Lovett got hit behind the play, and the play is offside for St. Sebastian's, so Colangelo will carry it up the left side, weaving in, forced below the goal line, tries to get it out to a teammate in front, but there was nobody there. Pass intercepted at the blue line, kept in by Lovett. Plays it around the end boards. LA will go out for a partial change. Backhanded around the end boards by Davenport. And out of the zone. And here come the Arrows. Shot is deflected wide right as Doyle blocks the stick of Brendan Gorman. Lifted out of the zone with 1:51 to go in the period. Bastian, who has one already, is offside. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast, or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the LSP hoodie and the Never Concede collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. Up the left side comes Young, plays it in on Garrity. Back out to the left point, Bavaro has to back up. Off the side boards as we approach a minute to go. Garrity's there to knock it down. No high stick as Duran knocked it down. And this will be icing on St. Sebastian's with 1:01 to go. LSP's next broadcast is Saturday at 12:55 p.m. Senior Day for the Spartans as they host the Tabor Seawolves in NEPSAC boys hockey action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. Bavaro has to go through his wickets, plays it around the end boards for Hubbard. Hubbard gets a stick lifted by Hughes. Battle in the near left corner. Who's going to come away with it? A lot of pushing and shoving. Played out of the zone. Arrows will have to go chase it back in their own zone. McDermott. DD pass over to Messinio. Messinio tries to hit the home run pass up the right side. This is Gorman. Plays it back. And Sweeney might have had a chance to break away if he could keep possession on that turnover, but didn't really. 14 seconds to go. Hubbard backhands it, trickles out of the zone. McDermott back to play it, all the way back to the St. Sebastian's end. Big hit late along the end boards. And that'll do it for an emphatic second period for the LA Spartans. Take a timeout. I'll be back in about 15 minutes with the third period from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. With your score, the Lawrence Academy Spartans 4, the St. Sebastian's Arrows 1. This is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the third period of NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. The Lawrence Academy Spartans exploding for 3 goals in the second period to take a 4-1 lead into the third. This game will not determine the ISL title, the ISL Keller Division title. LA would still have to win Saturday against Tabor. Their game against Rivers was canceled apparently because the Zamboni at Rivers has broken down. That's what that's how I understand it from a text message thread with Kevin Potter and John Bishop during the game. You guys can correct me on that if you're listening, but it's going to be LA needs to hang on here and win against Tabor. Tough task indeed, but right now they're doing all they need to do. They control their own destiny, just win them both. On the left side, pass from the mid slot, loose puck, and the rebound is carried away by the Spartans. Bavaro takes the shot from the top of the circle. It pops up off of Garrity. Contact in the near left corner, around the end boards, threading the needle, and backhanded out of the zone by Connors. Now the pass to the right wing circle, going below the goal line is Davenport. Around the end boards, the St. Sebastian student section has not given up on this game. Down 3 with 18 minutes to go. Loose puck with a wide open right post. And we have a whistle as the puck was played with a high stick. Face off in the right wing circle, 2 minutes and 1 minute rather, and 35 seconds gone by here in the third period. On the right side, it's Connors. Weaves in, takes a shot from a tough angle, loose puck in the slot and carried away by the Spartans. And here they come on a 4-on-2. The shot misses wide right. Around the end boards, as Lovett losing the handle in the slot, flicked out of the zone. Fury will go back to play it. Stretch pass, re-entering the zone on the left side is Riggins. Riggins weaving in, takes a shot off of the glove of Garrity. Battle in the far left corner. Sebastian gets out for the one-timer from the top of the slot, and the stick save by Garrity. Stretch pass out of the zone, no icing, says the official. Sweeney backhands it on the right side to Colangelo. Around the end boards. Colangelo's got an assist tonight, but no goals for the leading scorer for the Spartans. Connor deflected aside, played around the end boards. Sweeney's waiting for it. Comes out to the left point. Connor will flutter it in again. Sweeney plays it over to Sebastian. Fans on the initial pass. Goes out to the blue line. Taken away at the blue line. Here is Brendan Dumas. Gives it up. But going down to his stomach to break up the pass in the slot was Matt Connor. Bavaro will take it himself. Toss off the sideboards, no icing. Turned over to Sebastian. Sebastian loses the handle. Doyle's there to bail him out. Doyle has his pass deflected. Just off the stick of Liam Connors. Now dropped off at the right point. One-timer from the left point. Sprawling save by Grafe. Sacco lays a big hit on James Davenport, and looks like there's a penalty coming up on Sacco as going to the bench. is Garrity, and for the 4th time, the Arrows will be on the power play for a hit to the head by Sacco. I don't know. Davenport was grabbing the back of his head when he went down after that hit by Sacco on the blue line. If you don't go to the head, that's a great hit and a great stand-up play by Sacco just to keep the offensive momentum going. But he went for the head, and that'll be a penalty. 2 minutes for Sacco. St. Sebastian setting up their offense on their 4th power play of the game, 0 for 3 thus far. They've also allowed a shorthanded goal. Top of the slot, it's Struble going for his 2nd, wide left. Struble, the lone goal scorer for St. Sebastian's. Walking the blue line, going in is Connors, back to Struble, over to the right wing. The shot from a tough angle, saved by Grafe. Out to the left point, back over to Struble, one-time pass to the right side. Now along the goal line, back out to Struble at the top of the slot, dangles over to the right side, back to the goal line, out to Struble, it hops off the stick and out of the zone. LA can only get a partial change here. Struble re-entering, saved by Grafe. Struble doing it all. And around the end boards, this will come back to the St. Sebastian's end. 45 seconds left on the power play. On the right side, it's Liam Devlin. Devlin gets steered into the boards. Kept in at the blue line, but then flicked out. 24 seconds left. Davenport. Penalty time just about up. Back to even strength, loose puck in the slot. Grafe knocks it over his head. Pass out of the zone. This will not be icing. Elias back to play it around the end boards for Devlin. Devlin gets steered into the boards, and a penalty is called, but it's not by the official who was right in front of the play. It's from the official who was 100 feet away. So just after Lawrence Academy kills their 4th penalty of the game, they're going to have to kill a 5th as Tyler Young goes to the box for roughing. Some administration by the officials telling St. Sebastian's who can and can't be on the ice. Face off in the right wing circle, and after all that delay, they're going to be forced to bring Hughes into the circle. LA wins the face off and promptly dumps it back to the St. Sebastian's end. And the puck was played with a high stick. A high stick on Messinio. So a right wing circle face off in the offensive zone for Lawrence Academy, and it'll be won by the Arrows. Davenport around the end boards, and here comes Struble. Struble has it taken off his stick, and it's flicked into the St. Sebastian's bench. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face-off at center ice after the puck was thrown into the St. Sebastian's bench, and it's won back to Davenport. Davenport goes D-to-D to Struble. Struble up the left side. Back to Struble, now over to Davenport. Davenport takes the shot, and Grafe covers up with 10:52 to go in the period. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face-off is won by St. Sebastian's, flicked in from the blue line by Struble. Now loose puck around the post, and it's wrapped around the boards and shot 200 feet by the Spartans. This will take the penalty down to 1 minute. Up the right side, it's Davenport. Now walking in, left wing circle, dropped off. Dangling is Connors. Connors goes back out to Davenport, who finds Struble. Struble takes the shot, and another save by Grafe. Grafe having a fantastic game. The one goal he's given up by Struble, well, you have to be really good to stop that one. It was just a snipe from the slot off a rebound, a great pass, and there's really nothing Grafe could do about it. Stays inside the blue line, miraculously for St. Sebastian's. Comes around the end boards, kept in at the blue line by Messinio. Under 30 seconds to go on the power play. To the right wing circle. Back hitting it into the slot is Hughes. A lot of traffic there, and it's lifted out of the zone and back to the St. Sebastian's end with 9:43 to go in the period. 13 seconds left on the power play. One last rush on the power play here for Messinio. Kind of a lazy pass, stays behind the red line. Off the side boards for Elias. Elias plays it back to the LA blue line. Comes right in on Garrity. Penalty time is up. LA penalty kill is 5 for 5. They can't expect to go 5 for 5 on the penalty, commit 5 penalties, as Garrity snaps this one off the ice, and Oliphant not happy with that late hit by Struble. But what I was saying is, like, when it gets to tournament time, you can't expect to commit 5 penalties and still come away with a win. Left wing circle face-off. It'll be won by the Spartans. Riggins has a shot deflected aside by Garrity. Played back ahead for Oliphant, who redirects it into the zone. Pass up the left side. Trickles wide right. Bavaro's there. Bavaro with two St. Sebastian's players in front of him. Grafe makes that save. Out to Struble. Fury goes down. Comes out of the zone. Now play up the right side, and this will be icing on St. Sebastian's, as that was played outside the red line by Ryan McDermott. 8:31 to go. NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with the newly renovated Stone Athletic Center. Left wing circle face-off won by the Spartans. Turnaround shot by Duran goes wide right. Duran trying to win it along the far side boards. In a little bit of a wrestling match, gets some support. Shot from the top of the right wing circle, misses wide left. Doyle's back there at his own blue line, reconnects with Young. Young on the left side, trying to steer through traffic, and gets the puck towards net, but not on Garrity. Now back the other way come the Arrows. Pass deflected for Hughes. Hughes plays it into the zone. LA regroups, tossed off the side boards. Back for it at his own blue line is Davenport. Davenport goes back over to Struble. Struble back to Davenport. Arrows running out of time, 7:48 to go. They need 3 goals to tie. Around the end boards. Played out of the zone. Sacco gets right into the boards as he tried to enter the zone for a rush, but couldn't get anything going. Gorman goes to the left side. The shot saved by Grafe. 7:23 to go here in the third period. 4-1 our score, no goals this period. 4 different goal scorers for Lawrence Academy: Sacco, Oliphant, Bastian, and Sweeney. So the stars of this game have really been Ian Grafe and the LA penalty kill unit. A couple of these penalties that LA have taken have really been emotional penalties, just unnecessary hits that they've delivered. Unnecessary late hits. I don't mean late, in the after the whistle, but just after the play had gone by them. Just had a couple cross check, a hit to the head. Just really unforced things that have put LA on their heels, but they've passed that test thus far, as the play was offside, face off in the neutral zone. And if LA can hang on to this lead, what a win it would be. It would really silence some of the doubters who doubt a 16-2-5 record given the quality of opponents LA has played this year, and it would really be a statement to win this game against a team that drubbed them 9-2 just a couple of weeks ago. The number 4 and 5 teams in the neutral zone polls right now. Number 4 being St. Sebastian's and number 5 being Lawrence Academy. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Lawrence Academy with the fewest losses in NEPSAC play this year, but they are also 1-2 in their last 3 games against teams with 500 or better records. So this would be a huge win if they can hang on going into the senior day in their final game of the regular season on Saturday against Tabor. And like I said at the top of the broadcast, Tabor is a team that handed St. Sebastian's their last loss back on January 12th, my mistake. It was a 6-3 loss as this shot misses wide right. And, another penalty is coming up here on Lawrence Academy. As Garrity goes to the box, the whistle is blown. Penalty number 6, and now some extracurriculars after the whistle. 5:36 to go. And it looks like we're gonna have matching roughing minors as well on top of the penalty on Lawrence Academy. So it's Connor Lovett who's guilty of the initial penalty. And then Brendan Dumas is in the box. I'm trying to make out who the other one is. Well, actually, I believe that's Riggins in there. So it's 4 on. There are 2 LA players in the box and 1 for St. Sebastian. So it should either be 5 on 4 or 4 on 3. So we're gonna have a little bit of administration here. Making the explanations to head coach Sean McCann. And Sean McCann is gonna take a timeout. So it's actually Riggins' penalty that's gonna trigger the power play for the Arrows. Oh my God. warm the buses, and then we didn't take buses. Oh my God, the student section wars. They're worth the price of admission. So it will be 5-on-4. Actually, it's 6-on-4. And it's flicked 200 feet. 6-on-4. St. Sebastian's is playing with an empty net, trying to get 3 goals in the last 5.5. Grave plays it around the end boards. Therefore, it is Connors. Connors goes out to left point. The right point shot by Struble is saved by Grafe. Struble has it hop off his stick into the neutral zone. Sebastian has to tag up. And the play is offside. 1:29 to go on the power play. 5:04 left in the third period. Lawrence Academy trying to hang on to a 4-1 lead on their 6th penalty kill of the game. They're 5 for 5 thus far and also have 1 shorthanded goal. This comes all the way around the end boards back to the empty St. Sebastian's end. There is Struble, the lone goal scorer for St. Sebastian's. Played up the right side for Gorman. Gorman steers in, the shot save. Grave comes around the end boards, and it goes all the way back to the St. Sebastian's end again. 1 minute left on the power play. Up the left side for Davenport. Connors, left wing circle, puts on the brakes, takes the shot, saved by Grafe, and he covers up. Face off in the left wing circle. Won by the Arrows, played out to Struble at the top of the slot, goes to the right wing circle, back to Struble. Struble takes the shot through traffic, loose puck, and it's kicked aside by Grafe. Struble calling for it at the top of the slot, right wing circle. They score! There's one. It's Tom Lyons. Not over yet, folks. Two goals in 3:58. Certainly doable. Face-off won by the Spartans. Elias tipped into the zone. Off goes Garrity. Bastian gets ridden into the boards. Scrum in the near right corner. Carried away by the Spartans. A lot of traffic in the lane. The shot tipped aside. Well, Elias isn't going to get credit for a save, but he did just prevent a goal for Lawrence Academy. Tossed off the sideboards. Return shot wide right. Blows a tire, and that is on the back of the net. Connor Sweeney put it on the back of the net. Garrity has to come back on the ice. Face off in the neutral zone, won by the Spartans. Played forward by Young. Young tries to get it back, but there is Davenport. Davenport up the left side, under 3 minutes to go. Duran plays it back in. Garrity settles it down. Struble has had a lot of ice time this period. Off goes Garrity, extra attacker on for the Arrows. Davenport to the goal line, shot from a tough angle, saved by Grafe. Walking into the slot, turned over. Wide left. And that'll be icing on Tyler Young. 2:13 to go. Lawrence Academy trying to hang on to a 2-goal lead here with 2:13 to go. Trying to avoid a repeat of the Nobles game we saw earlier this season. Face off in the right wing circle. That was when Lawrence Academy coughed up a 3-goal lead in the third period. This one with much higher stakes. Around the end, boards out of the reach of Struble. Struble has to come back to play it. Struble pokes it away from Young. Up the near side. Played back to Davenport. Davenport carries it forward. Now shot from the mid slot. Save, rebound, loose puck. Struble denied by Grafe, and Grafe escapes danger. About 1.5 to go. Out of the zone, no icing. Davenport comes back to play it. Colangelo can't get it. Poke back forward. And a left wing circle face off. Sorry for the disconnect, folks. Didn't miss a goal, don't worry. We may have another one here as this is out to the left point. Messinio. Under a minute to go. Duran flicks it in, wide left, and that is icing. 42.3 seconds to go. Left wing circle face off. 42.3 seconds. Goalie pulled here for St. Sebastian's, and now Duran will have to take the face off. And Grafe sprawls out of his crease to cover this homemade dinners. Oh my God. Come on, guys. Left wing circle face off. Out to the left point. Trying to spring it free is Sacco. Carried through the circle. The shot saved by Grafe. And nearly went head over heels. Another left wing circle face off. Gorman to take it for St. Sebastian's. 27 seconds to go. Taken away by Devlin. Devlin puts another one in on Grafe. And kills another 4.8 seconds as Lawrence Academy tries to hang on to this 2-goal lead. Gorman again to take it for St. Sebastian's. Extra attacker on for the Arrows. Backhanded around the end boards. Doyle's got it, plays it up the far side boards, over the crossbar, and the shot by Struble. Trickles in on Grafe, comes out of the zone. 5 seconds. And icing is called with 2.1 to go. And that should just about do it, as Lawrence Academy is going to avenge that devastating 9-2 loss from just a couple weeks ago in Needham. And they are going to improve to 18-2-6. And St. Sebastian's will see their 11-game win streak come to an end. And they'll fall to 22-5, and that is a huge, huge win for Lawrence Academy as they continue to control their own destiny for the ISL Keller Division Championship. Our players of the game are Ian Grafe, the goaltender for Lawrence Academy, and the entire Lawrence Academy penalty kill unit. They killed 6 penalties and did not allow a single power play goal. Plus they got a shorthanded one out of it too, thanks to Connor Sweeney. So with that said, this has been a presentation of local sports production serving Greater Boston student athletes since 2011. Copyright 2019, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of local sports productions is strictly prohibited. NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP has been brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with the newly renovated Stone Athletics Center. LSP's next broadcast is Saturday afternoon at 12:55 p.m. when the Lawrence Academy Spartans host their senior day against the Tabor Seawolves in NEPSAC Boys Hockey action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand, or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. It is the Lawrence Academy Spartans 4 and the St. Sebastian's Arrows 2. My name is Sam Feely, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.